World of motivation.
Hello everyone. There is one thing that differentiates humans from other creatures on this earth: our ability to think, reflect, and imagine. However, we often limit this ability by the frame of mind we carry throughout our lives. Today's title, Thinking Without Limits: Change and Organize Your Mentality, is not just an invitation to think outside the box, but moreover, it is a challenge to examine, change, and organize our mentality. A mentality that can hold us back or, with a little change, can empower us to reach the peak of our potential. Let's explore together how to free ourselves from the limitations of our mentality and begin the journey towards thinking without limits. Mentality. The word mentality comes from the Latin word mens, which means mind. This shows that mentality is closely related to the way we process and interpret information. The essence of mentality. Mentality is a reflection of our inner dialogue, namely the inner conversations that occur in our minds every day. It includes our basic beliefs, assumptions, and perceptions about the world and our place in it. Mentality vs. character. Although the two are related, mentality focuses more on how we view the world and respond to change, while character has more to do with our values and morals. Environmental influence. Our environment, including family, education, and experiences, plays an important role in shaping our mentality. However, this does not mean we are bound by that mentality. Like muscles, mentality can be trained and developed. Mentality as a tool. Mentality can be thought of as glasses that we wear every day. These glasses influence the way we see the world. By recognizing and changing our mentality, we can replace this lens to gain a clearer and more positive perspective on life. By understanding what mentality is and how it influences our daily lives, we can make more conscious choices about how to approach challenges, take advantage of opportunities, and respond to failure with a more constructive attitude. Two types of mentality: fixed vs. growth mindset. This theory was first introduced by Dr. Carol Dweck, a psychologist from Stanford University. Through his research, he discovered that individuals tend to have one of two basic mentalities: fixed or growth. Fixed mindset, fixed mentality. Key characteristics. People with a fixed mentality believe that their abilities and talents are innate, fixed traits. They tend to avoid challenges, fear failure, and often feel threatened by the success of others. Consequences. These individuals often limit their own potential because they are afraid to step out of their comfort zone and risk failure. Example thought: I'm not a good math person, or I'm not the type to exercise. Growth mindset, growth mentality. Individuals with a growth mentality believe that abilities and talents can be developed through effort, training, and perseverance. They view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Consequences. With this mentality, a person is more likely to take risks, try new things, and see failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. Example thought: I may not be good at math right now, but I can learn and practice to get better. Or I may not be an athlete now, but with consistent practice, I can improve my abilities. The importance of understanding. Recognizing and understanding our own mentality is the first step in harnessing the power of a growth mentality. When we are aware of our tendencies to think a certain way, we can begin to take steps to change our thinking and, ultimately, our actions. By understanding the difference between fixed and growth mentalities, we can begin to see the world with a different lens, open ourselves to new possibilities, and maximize our own potential. Benefits of adopting a growth mentality. People with a growth mentality tend to be more motivated to achieve their goals because they see difficulties as part of the learning process, not as limitations. Higher resilience. Facing obstacles or failure is not the end of the road. Rather, it is an opportunity to learn and adapt. With a growth mentality, individuals are more resilient to stress and tend to recover more quickly from adversity. A more positive approach to challenges. Challenges are seen as opportunities to grow and learn, not as insurmountable obstacles. Openness to feedback. Criticism and feedback are seen as tools for improvement, not as personal attacks. This allows one to accept suggestions with an open mind and use the information to improve. Continuous development. A growth mentality encourages lifelong learning. People with this mentality tend to look for opportunities to expand their knowledge and skills, regardless of age or experience. Healthier relationships. People with a growth mentality are more likely to work through conflict in relationships and see difficulties as opportunities to grow together, not reasons to give up. Higher achievements. Research has shown that individuals with a growth mentality tend to achieve more success in a variety of fields, from academics to careers and sports, compared to those with a fixed mentality. Adopting a growth mentality not only changes how we view ourselves, but also how we view the world around us. By viewing life as a series of opportunities to learn and grow, we can reach our full potential and create a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Steps to change mentality. Self-introspection. Start by reflecting and assessing how you typically respond to certain situations. Do you often quit when faced with difficulties, or do you look for ways to overcome them? Replace negative words. When you think or say, "I can't," replace it with, "I can't yet." These are small but powerful changes that encourage growth thinking. Challenge your beliefs. Ask yourself, is this belief truly a fact or just a perception? Is there any other evidence to support a different view? Get close to supportive people. Being surrounded by people who have a growth mentality can influence you to think and act the same way. Keep learning. Take a class, read a book, or find other learning resources. The constant learning process encourages a growth mentality. Create goals and plan a strategy. Determine what you want to achieve and plan concrete steps to achieve it. As you see progress, your confidence in your ability to grow and develop will be strengthened. View failure as an opportunity. Instead of seeing failure as a limit to your abilities, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Celebrate small progress. Every small step towards your goal is proof of your ability to grow. Don't wait until you achieve a big goal to celebrate. Practice patience. Developing a growth mentality is a journey, not a destination. There are times when you may fall back into old thought patterns. The important thing is to realize and get back on track. Changing your mentality requires consistent effort and commitment. However, with determination and the right actions, you can replace a fixed mindset with a growth mentality and open yourself to unlimited potential. Application in daily life. When faced with difficult subject matter, don't think "I'm not good at this subject." Instead, think, what other strategies could I try to understand this better? In career, When you get a new assignment or challenge at work, see it as an opportunity to develop new skills. Don't avoid a task just because you've never done it before. Health and fitness. If you're having trouble starting a fitness routine, instead of saying "I'm not the exercise type," you can say, "I haven't found the right routine for me yet, but I'll keep trying." Interpersonal relationships. When conflict occurs with a friend or family member, avoid thinking "we've always been like this." Instead, consider how can we solve this problem and grow together. Hobbies and recreational activities. If you want to start a new hobby and find it difficult at first, don't give up thinking "I'm not the kind of person who can do this." Think every skill takes time. I will continue to practice and improve. On facing criticism. If someone gives you feedback or criticism, avoid responding defensively. Listen with an open mind and consider how you can use the information for personal growth. Finance. When you find it difficult to manage your finances, avoid thinking "I've always been bad at managing money." Instead, look for resources or classes that can help you develop better financial skills. Applying a growth mentality to your daily life allows you to respond to situations more adaptively, flexibly, and optimistically. Every challenge and difficulty becomes an opportunity to learn and grow, not an insurmountable obstacle. With this approach, you will feel better prepared to face whatever life throws at you. Self-reflection. Start by reflecting and asking yourself, in what aspects of life do I tend to have a fixed mentality? Where do I show a growth mentality? Note your achievements. Make a list of your accomplishments, both big and small. Looking back on your accomplishments can remind you of your ability to grow and adapt in a variety of situations. Identify barriers. What are some things or beliefs that have stopped you from trying new things or pursuing your dreams? Recognizing these obstacles is the first step to overcoming them. Evaluate your response to failure. Think back to times you failed or faced difficulties. How do you respond? What did you learn from the situation? Visualize your success. Imagine yourself being successful at what you want. How do you feel? What steps did you take to get there? Look for feedback. Ask a close friend or family member to give you feedback on how they see your mentality. Sometimes, other people's perspectives can provide valuable insight. Create an action plan. Based on your reflection, determine the steps you need to take to develop a stronger growth mentality. Consider a daily journal. Journaling about your journey towards a growth mentality can be a powerful reflection tool. Take note of the challenges, wins, and lessons you learn along the way. By contemplating and self-reflecting, you develop a deeper awareness of yourself, your mentality, and areas where you can grow. This reflection process is a key component to ensuring that you continue to move toward full adoption of a growth mentality in all aspects of your life. Mentality, as a person's fundamental frame of mind, plays an important role in determining how an individual responds to challenges, opportunities, and difficulties. There are two main types of mentality: fixed mentality and growth mentality. While a fixed mentality places limitations on an individual's potential, a growth mentality opens the door to continuous learning, adaptation, and development. Adopting a growth mentality brings a number of benefits, including higher motivation, resilience, openness to feedback, and greater success in various areas of life. To make the shift to this mentality, one must become aware of current thought patterns, challenge limiting beliefs, and adopt a more adaptive approach to daily life. Applying a growth mentality in everyday life. from education to interpersonal relationships, allows individuals to respond in more positive and productive ways. However, this journey requires deep self-reflection, evaluation, and conscious action to ensure meaningful and sustainable change. Therefore, changing mentality is not just about replacing old beliefs with new ones, but about building awareness, skills, and habits that support growth and development throughout life.